What's going on? What's going on, my peeps? What's going on, my peeps? This guy Ray comes to you live all the way from here. Where it's here, right? Yeah. Welcome to Ray's Corner Live. Ash. Exodus Life Change. You know we're gonna try to get it in. Let me get everything right. You know, I'm out here on location. This evening and just trying to get it in. Let me fix some of these things so I can do. And this. All right. Let's get it up here. This. I'm in my room. All right, we're gonna get it in. We're gonna make it happen. Okay. In fact, we're doing this side. I'm gonna get it right. All right, here we go. Hey, what's going on, my peeps? What's going on, my peeps? Man, I forgot to get my mic for this, but we're gonna get this in. Listen, you know what we getting ready to talk about, right? You know what we getting ready to talk about. This is for my brothers. Hey, let me preface this before I want to come up like this. I'm keep it down low. You know what? I'm gonna keep it up. No, I'm gonna put it down. Okay, now I'm gonna get serious. For my brothers. First of all, I just want to lay this foundation. My sisters, this is all positive for you. We're talking about men's program. We're talking about reentry. We're talking about housing. We're talking about housing, reentry programs, substance abuse programs, homeless programs that's pertaining to men. Women are running them. You're in the director's positions, you're in the case management, social work. In fact, I'm gonna give y'all some statistics. 85% is out here helping men. And the question is, why aren't more men participating? Salaries or whatever, ego, or you got the women being masculine, or you being feminine? That's just a question, not throwing no shades or anything. I'm gonna get ready to get this thing going. Don't look. First, let me get this housekeeping out the way. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that notification button on YouTube. My TikTok people, if you're not following, follow me now. And for those of you who are on Facebook, you know what time it is. So let's get right with it. I got things to do. I got place to go, people to see. The title we talking about: who is helping the men? The hidden crisis no one wants to talk about. I'm gonna say that again. Who is helping the men? The hidden crisis no one wants to talk about. So what I'm saying, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Ray's Corner Live / Exodus Life Change. Tonight, we're going to talk about something controversial but necessary. I'm going to say that again. We're going to talk about something controversial but necessary. The title tonight is, who is helping the men? Because when I look across America, programs for homeless men, programs for addicted men, programs for men coming out of prison, programs for broken men, I keep seeing the same thing. Women are dominating this field. Now listen, let me stop for a minute. What is wrong with that picture? I have a men's program. Help guys coming out of prison, homeless, the whole 9 yards. And my main people are women. See, women, how can women be dominating the field that's for men? That's dealing with helping men. Now, brothers, before y'all get all emotional, right? Ladies, take this in positive. This ain't no shade at you. You're doing what you gotta do. Because we put you in a position to have to do these things for the brothers. And I gotta let you know, this is not disrespect towards women. This is not anti-women. Women have done incredible jobs, have been doing incredible work. But tonight we're asking the question, where are the men helping men? Where are the men helping men? Let's talk about the statistics. Let's talk facts. Let's talk look, the national workforce data shows, watch this. Stay with me here. I should have brought my water over here. Social work field. Let's talk about the social work field. And we're talking about men's program. over 80% are female. Around 20% are males. That's social work. In the substance abuse social work field, around 85% is female. Around 15% is male. Meaning many programs that serve men, watch this, are staffed by female caseworkers, female case managers, female counselors, female supervisors, female directors, female administrators. See, man, listen, the clients are overwhelmingly men. Oh, wait a minute. Think about that. Think about these statistics between 80 and 85% in all areas that's dealing with men's programs are females. Now, what's the real issue? Now, I'm gonna say this again. Women can care, women can support, and women can organize. And that's what they're doing. But many broken men don't just need services. Now, because women are providing these services. Listen, I told you this ain't no anti-woman. This is like to hit you brothers like, listen, let me premise this. If this is, a lot of this is not your passion, that's why you don't do it. You ain't trying to help another brother out. But that's your passion. If that's not your passion, we ain't got nothing to talk about. But there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the male society, right? That women are taking a leadership role when they should be when it should be men. And like I said, this ain't no shade towards women. Kudos, hats off. I take my hat off to you. And they're providing the services. But guess what? Let me tell you what men need. This is what we need. We need male examples. We need male discipline. We need accountability. We need male mentorship. We need male brotherhood. We need male wisdom. I'm going to say it again. We need male examples. We need male discipline. We need male accountability. We need male mentorship. We need male brokenhood. We need male wisdom. So you got to understand, a man coming out of prison often doesn't need him. We don't, like when I came out of prison, I didn't need another pamphlet on how to. You know what I'm saying? I did not need another pamphlet. What I needed, right? I needed another man to come say, I've been where you've been. Now, let me stop for a second. Now, this is my hats off to all the brothers that's out there in the field that we doing our thing. We know, like some of us, we're doing some things, but we got directors, right? We're not at the place where we have total control or power to do certain things. So there's a lot of us out there doing that thing. So this is what they need. Like, they're coming out of prison, off of drugs and all this stuff. You know, we don't need a pamphlet. We don't need a 20-step program. We need another man to say, I've been where you've been. Let me show you how to stand up. Let me show you how to get through this thing. I identify with your feelings. I identify with those thoughts. I identify with those flashbacks of the things that we did while we was out there in the world. I identify with those things what's going on in prison. I identify those things what I was doing to my family. I identify those things what type of father I wasn't. I identify those things. And this is how I made it through. And it just might work for you. And you got to understand, why did this matter? Why does it matter that we have examples? And see, you can't fully restore a man in an environment where men is absent. I'm going to say, listen, how you going to restore a man when there ain't no men in the environment to help him restore or show him how to restore or show him an example? See, a lot of the men are like myself, it ain't that we didn't have fathers, we just grew up without them. Now we enter a program, and then there's still no male leadership. There's still no male correction. There's still no male structure. There's still no male example. Then we wonder why relapse happened. I'm gonna say that again. We were out our fathers. We didn't have that guidance. I know for me, man. My father passed away, but I heard from my other brothers, my other siblings, that he was real disciplinary. Man, if I would have had that discipline, I'm glad where I'm at. Don't get me wrong. The steps I had to do to get to where I'm at, I'm good. But man, it might have been a whole lot different going through high school if I had that discipline. My other siblings, my brothers, they couldn't stand him because he was so hard on them. But they had the opportunity for him to be hard. See, that's what I needed. So when you go into these programs, watch this. There's still no male leadership. There's still no male correction. There's still no male structure. There's still no male example. And we wonder why relapse happens. We wonder why recidivism happens. We wonder why dependency continues. We wonder why we keep leaning on getting high, leaning on this woman, leaning on this, relapsing, going back to prison. Because we don't have an example of somebody who's been there where we were and can show us the steps that they take to get to where they are. See, what men need, watch this. And look, I grew up 30th and Carmen and Camden. We had Beta Lambda Kappa, my little fraternity in high school and all that. Man, we had each other. These was men organizations. Even though 30th and Carmen was like a little gang and thing, but we were all men, hanging, looking out for each other. So this is what men need. We need brotherhood. We need that camaraderie. We need to have a mission. We need to have a mission in life. We need responsibility. We need respect. We need standards. We need accountability. We need purpose. And see, all that stuff that I talked about, all that comes best to a healthy man or men who overcame all those situations. I'm not talking about theory, experience. Not theory, but experience. Not theory, but experience. And I'm gonna get ready to get. I'm gonna talk about this one last thing, and I'm gonna get out of here. Why men are missing? Why are men? Why are we not there? Why are we not in those programs? Why are we not directing and guiding and working and being the examples? Why men are missing? So why? And here's some of the reasons, right? Why are they not in this field? Watch this. Low pay, burnout, little respect, heavily emotional labor, lack of recruitment of men with lived experience. Listen, here, look, I'm a man with a lived experience, 20 years out there on drugs, alcohol in prison, all that good stuff. I lived that thing. August 6th, I'll have 29 years clean. I lived that thing. I went through this thing. I understand. Look, it's more than identifying a behavior. I can identify behavior, but what else? Us with lived experience, we can identify with feelings and thoughts. We can identify with flashbacks. We can identify with things that we were doing that we weren't proud of, that questioned our manhood. I can identify and share listen, my lived experience, this is what the steps I took to get where I'm at today. I can, a real, live, living example that they can touch. See, because you got to understand, many men overcame. A lot of us overcame addiction. A lot of us overcame prison. And then a lot of us, right, they don't allow us to get in leadership position. And I went through some stuff I went through, and I was supposed to be over something, but you got this old guard, right? This old guard that's trying to protect their way of 1,000 homeless people and things like that. That ain't been working. So the people who need to be in leadership, because you might not have a degree, because you might not went through trauma training. Well, guess what? I got a degree in the streets. I got a degree. I went through trauma training because I lived it. And because none of us are in leadership position, that's one of the biggest mistakes can ever happen. That's why a lot of listen, I'm asking the question, I'm giving you the answer at the same. Because we don't want, listen, for me, I'm just sticking and holding on because I'm trusting God. I got my own thing, so I can call my own shot. But a lot of us not getting that feel because we're trying to tell the people with the power how it needs to be done, and they don't listen. So guess what? Why are we here? So that's one of the reasons, and I understand this. Like, that's one of the reasons why the brothers ain't trying to get in the field. Because you got these old guards, right? That need to be moved out the way. So look, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Let me see something here. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. And we're gonna do another part 2. We're gonna deal with another part 2, and I'm gonna pick that thing up with like my message to the system. My message to the system. And I'm gonna say this: if you really want to heal men, hire more healed men, train more restored men, promote more disciplined men, bring in men with lived experience. I'm gonna say that again. If you really want to start a new system that's going to help men, if you really want men to get healed, more of us that's in this field, we need to be hired. We need to be put in places of position. Hire more of us so we can train how to restore men, promote more discipline to men, and bring in, watch this, bring in men with lived experience. Men who know the streets, men who know prison, men who know addiction, men who know how to, the thing about fatherlessness, that know how to rebuild. Man, I gotta stop because I got some things I gotta do. I gotta get ready to get out of here, man. You know, I'm gonna put some shorts in. I appreciate everybody right here. Man, brothers, it's a new day. Look, no more passing. And I always say, you know, I'm always gonna say I look for little comments and stuff like that. Man, I don't care. I don't even care about no comments. That's what everything I'm saying is based on my lived experience, based on my life. It ain't wrong. And what I'm seeing ain't wrong. 80 to 85% the field that's dealing with all men and all men's programs are female. That is a fact. That is a statistic. And for those of you this ain't a passion for, it ain't a passion. So I ain't talking to you. And you don't need to respond. Hey, this guy Ray coming to you live all the way from here. We're here, right chair, like we always say at Ray's Corner Live and / Exodus Life Change. God loves you, and I love you. And guess what? Ain't nothing you can do about it. Peace out.